All right. So, hello and welcome to our monthly check in. I am Faith, and this Spiritual Fly monthly check in, this is actually our second one. I'm going to turn the volume on the music down a little bit. This is our second one that we have, and I'm really excited to start doing these. And it's actually been really great in processing and planning some of these sessions. And the thing that I really want to have people experience during these monthly check-ins is that not only be able to connect and touch base with me. I decided to start doing it in the way that you can chat, but then also if you want to show yourself on screen, you can do that. But the other goal of these monthly sessions is also to help support you as you move through the Spiritually Fly app, which once again, we've completely rebranded. It has somewhat of a different look. Some of the practices that were in there are no longer in there. Things have been moved and shifted, and I've adjusted them in a way to fully and completely align with fully and completely, I have to say, definitely fully and completely aligned with the book in a much more effective way, but also it makes it a lot easier for me to support people inside of the platform. So today's message and theme is passionate purpose. And passionate purpose is really that fire that fuels our soul's calling, right? It is that thing that guides us to really live deeply in our intentions and then also in our overall convictions. So, in today's session, my goal is to explore, and hopefully, you'll be able to dive into how your passions kind of align with your purpose, but also provide you with a little clarity so that every single action that you take from the moment that you wake up in the morning, the breaths you take, right, the breathing practices, your movement practices, even as you are making coffee, right, or taking your drive, that everything you do supports you and is aligned with your life's greatest mission. So together, as we move through today's practice, the goal is for us to really delve into a few insights from the Spiritually Fly book that deals with follow your passions with conviction and purpose, and know that this particular theme is also covered inside of the Spiritually Fly app, and has its own dedicated workshop, which I will talk about a little bit later, just a little bit. Really, these practices, all of them, not just what I'm going to be sharing today, but everything that is inside of the app, is really designed to help you move beyond obstacles, to set powerful goals, and to fully step into what you desire in your life and you desire really to live. So before we actually move into today's practice, right, which will include a little settling, grounding, a little breath work, and then, of course, some journaling, I do want us to just take a quick moment to pause and arrive. Know that you can keep your eyes opened or closed and just take a couple of long, deep breaths in and out of your nose. And if you feel the need to, you can breathe in through your nose and maybe exhale out a big sigh. Just give yourself this time to fully and completely drop into this moment. And one more like that. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out a big sigh. All right. So now that you're starting to kind of feel into your body and through your moment, into this moment, and kind of feel into the present, I want us to start out by really thinking about and discussing the meaning of a passionate purpose. This particular concept I have to say, is very dear to my heart. And it is one that I really, really dive in deeply as it relates to the Spiritually Fly Sutras. So, as I shared in the book, there's a chapter called Follow Your Passions with Conviction and Purpose. And that particular chapter is based upon my Spiritually Fly, the 7 Spiritually Fly principles. So before I actually go into our breathing practice and doing all of that, I want to read a quick passage from the book. And I'm actually reading from page 144 of the book. Choosing a new path or taking steps into an area you've always dreamed about requires courage, emotional stability, and an open mind, along with the ability to listen to your heart. As much as you may talk yourself out of something, remember, it is your birthright to be happy. Part of that happiness is fulfilling your passionate dreams. It doesn't matter if you are 20 or 60, your dreams are resting in your soul, waiting for you to set them free. Part of setting them free is tapping into your playful side, reconnecting to childlike joy, and remembering that fantasies we left behind in school. Once you do so, the fluid energy of your second chakra starts to move, and the soul starts to experience kisses of bliss with every smile on your face. So I just wanted to read that to kind of really and fully, completely set the tone. And I want you to remember that your passions are the things that bring you joy, excitement, and fulfillment. But when we add passion to the mix, right, that deep, essential passion that's in our heart to the mix, it becomes more than just a thing, a hobby, or something that we love. It becomes our personal calling, our mission that really guides us through our entire life. I find that living a passionate purpose is about taking intentional action with alignment. And that alignment is that alignment with your highest self. It is about choosing those things that fuel the depths of your soul, and that actually, as you dive into the depths of your soul, it brings you closer to the goals that you've set, the items that you've placed on your vision board or you've written down. And even in those moments where obstacles may arise, you're so connected and in tune with your intuition, your divine purpose, that nothing can fully shake you off the track of following your purpose. Because we know that sometimes life can be really difficult, right? As we always say, or it's been a thing over the past couple of years, life be lifing, right? Life be lifing so hard sometimes. But when we stay connected to the depths of who we are, to that inner knowing, to our guide, when we even tap into the essence, right, and stay aligned with our ancestors and our guides, the fear, the doubt, the external pressures that move in our path don't pull us away from our calling. But the powerful, or the deep power that lies in us, that lies in the center of our being, is truly about tapping into our center. And that's what breathwork and meditation and mindful movement does. Helps us to stay aligned and tapped into our center so that we stay fully and committed to our personal goals and truth. As I shared a little bit earlier, in the Spiritually Fly app, I have created practices that help us to stay grounded in our purpose and overcome those obstacles, and doing that with a grace as well as conviction. So for the month of November, I would like to invite everybody to join me in doing a passionate purpose challenge for the entire month. Now, I will say, inside of the app, there is a dedicated practice, right, that pulls from the book. And that particular program is 7 to 10 days. But what we're going to do in the month of November, we are going to move through a very specific challenge. So, what will happen is on Sunday, this coming Sunday, inside the app under the workshop tab, I will actually release the full November challenge. And don't worry, I will send out email notifications and reminders about tapping into your purpose and kind of support you and guide you as you move through the month's challenge. But also, I will have notifications and reminders that will come in the form of the app. So make sure that you turn on your notifications in the app so you get those little reminders from me. All right. So let's take a moment to just reflect a little bit. And you can keep your eyes open or closed. And this is not a journaling moment. It's just a moment for you to think and reflect. That's all you have to do in this moment. So just start to reflect a little bit on what is your soul calling, right? What is your soul calling you to do? And just like feel into that, breathe into that. And then I want you to think about what lights you up, what makes you happy, what brings you joy. And then I want you to think about how can you bring more of that energy, right? That feeling into your daily life. So even if you have your full-time job, but you have something on the side, or you've had this dream that you've been like thinking about, and you know, even just thinking about it brings you joy, how can you infuse a little more of that into your life? And I want you to know that the pure essence of the passionate purpose, right, the theme for the month of November is that when we align with our actions and our soul's calling, we are in line with divine purpose. So, whatever you name divine, God, Allah, right, it's all the same. You're in alignment with your gifts and your talents, and that's to be remembered and honored, definitely. All right, take another deep breath in. Exhale. Okay. So before we move into the journaling component of today's kind of monthly call, I want to offer up a little breathing practice. But before I go into the breathing practice, there was a question that was inside of our Q&A submission section, and the question was really about what is the importance of breathing in and out of the nose during a yoga practice. And so I just wanted to kind of answer that, and then we'll move into the breathing practice. And so really, why is it essential? Why is breathing in and out of the nose the essential part of a yoga practice? And of course, sometimes utilized in a meditation practice. Well, the interesting part is that breathing in and out of the nose starts to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the part of the body that is responsible for our relaxation and our restoration. So when we do intentional and mindful breathing, the nose breathing naturally, right? As we're inhaling and exhaling out of the nose, the body is naturally starting to calm and soothe and slow down. And this really helps the mind find a place of ease and steadiness. And that slow, intentional breath also has the capacity, right? Because it's drawing in really intentionally and slowly to bring a little bit more oxygen into the body. And that, of course, is improving the mental clarity and our overall balance of energy. So basically, or I should say, the other aspect to breathing through the nose also is that it's filtering out the warm air, and it starts to protect our respiratory system, and it promotes a much more smoother experience, especially when we are moving our physical body, either through yoga, through dance. Like, I mean, even when I'm dancing and doing like some somatic movements, I really try to make sure that I'm breathing deeply in and out of my nose. So ultimately, the deep breathing, intentional breathing is crucial for deepening our connection to the body, especially when we are moving through a yoga practice, but also when we are meditating or prepping ourselves to be in stillness for meditation. It allows for greater awareness and it helps us to stay a little bit more grounded in the present moment. So that's what we're going to do today. We are actually going to do very simple in and out of the nose, deep breathing. But as you do this breathing, I do want you to experience this sense of more of a diaphragmatic breathing. So you're still breathing in and out of your nose, but I want you to feel the expansion of the belly, right, at the back body, the back rib cage, right? You want to feel the rib cage expand, right? Really opening up your lung capacity. So we're going to do this for a few minutes, just breathing deep in through the nose. Exhale slowly out of the nose. So we're not holding the breath at all. You're just allowing it to flow naturally, breathing in through the nose. Exhale out of the nose. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last few rounds on your own, allowing that breath to flow smoothly in and out. And then take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale slowly out of the nose. And before we go into our journaling, I just want us to be in stillness for about 1 minute. And as you do this, just observe, notice, and feel. Notice the difference between when we first started and how you're feeling now. Bring awareness to the soles of your feet, the legs, the spine, the shoulders. If you're feeling a little tightness around your face, definitely relax the tongue and the mouth, releasing any tension through the jaw muscles, and soften your brow. And then take another deep breath in. And this time I want you to hold the breath. And then exhale slowly out of the nose. All right, so just now allow the breath to flow naturally in and out of your nose, no extra effort or doing. And definitely grab a pen and paper. We're going to move into our journaling prompts. And as you find your way to your paper, I'm going to talk a little bit more about a theme. So basically, what I want to do with these journal prompts is just start to kick off, right, the process, your thought process around your exploration of your passions, and also reflect on any obstacles that you may have, and also assist you in starting to craft and create a vision for your future. Even if the future you're like, okay, I just have like one goal and I want to achieve it, and it's going to be at this moment in time. These prompts will also help you start that process. So go in and grab the pen and paper once again, and let's move into these prompts. I have 3 actually. So the first one is, what passions or dreams have you put on hold? What passions or dreams have you put on hold? And so it's like a little speed journaling, but know that you can always come back later this evening and add on. All right, here's our second prompt. What fears or challenges have kept you from pursuing your dreams fully? And how can you overcome those obstacles? And again, 1 minute. What fears or challenges have kept you from pursuing your dreams fully? And how can you overcome them? A few more seconds on that one, and we'll go to our final prompt. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, let's do this final one. I want you to first imagine yourself 1 year from now. And maybe it might help to close your eyes before you start writing this. So begin to imagine 1 year from now, you are living fully in alignment with your passionate purpose. And continue to visualize that. And as you do, what does your life look like? And how do you feel? The feeling is really important. How do you feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually? And after you kind of process and feel through some of that, then I want you to open your eyes and write that down. Last few seconds. And again, you can always go back and add a few more things. Actually, I encourage you to go back and take a look at what you've written down, maybe later this evening or sometime tomorrow. And as you kind of place your pen and paper to the side, we just place one hand over the center of your chest and then the other palm on top of that, and just kind of feel into what you've written down. Breathe into this moment. And even take a big breath in. Hold and feel those sensations deep inside your physical body. And then exhale out of the mouth this time. So as your hands fall and we start to begin to bring our session to a close for today, I want you to remember that your passionate purpose is actually a lifelong journey. So don't feel like you have to accomplish everything right at the moment, right, of inception in your mind, or there is like a major rush. Pace yourself. Listen. Be open to the opportunities and doors that will open. And the beautiful part is that soon all will be revealed. Things will evolve. You will evolve, shift, and grow just by listening and following your heart. The most important part is to stay connected to that inner fire, that inner desire that you have, and to trust that you're on the right path. I definitely want to encourage you to revisit your journal prompts again, not just over the next day or two, but as we even move into the month of November for our November challenge, Passionate Purpose Challenge. And again, inside the app, all of the practices will be there. I'll send out a notification on Sunday so you'll know that the challenge is available and you can start looking through it and just seeing what we're going to do over the next month. But I want you to know that I am here to support you. So feel free as you move through the month to add comments inside of the community section, the community board, and the app, but also feel free to email or simply hit me up inside of social media. All right. So take another deep breath in, bring your palms together. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I will see you soon. Have a good night, guys. Ciao.